Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all. Best lullaby.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Shh. Best lullaby. Welcome to our ASMR podcast. I think like 10 people immediately turned
it off. They left.
They threw their phone in the trash. They're gone.
Did I tell you about the time that I'm scrolling TikTok and this person came up and they were ranting about something, like some Karen they had seen do something in the wild or something that they had been slighted by something.
Yeah.
And this woman's on screen. She's just holding her phone and she's talking and she's like, I cannot believe that this happened to me. Let me tell you what happened today. But she is adamantly and very actively, she's so animated, but her voice is so quiet. And I immediately went, I guarantee she is an ASMR TikToker. Opened up her feed. Sure enough, it's nothing but her doing this into one of those microphones that looks like ears, which are the weirdest ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those are really weird. They're called ASM artists. I did not make that up. You'd think that I would have. Yes, that's what they call themselves.
A portmanteau.
Yeah, those are like very special microphones that they buy. I'm very, like, not deep into the subculture, but enough that I could navigate a discussion of it briefly.
Yeah.
We're almost to the end of where I could go with it. But that is hilarious that, and I'm very angry about this, and I'm not going to get any louder than this. It'll be half whisper and half very angry, but intense. And we've all, like, I got pissed, like a couple having a fight in the library.
Yeah.
This is what it sounds like. And you never listened to me, and you were not there. And
it's like you got cut off in traffic on your way to a funeral. And you want to complain about it, but you really can't because there's a body at the front. And it's like, come on, man, you're at a funeral.
If I didn't get to run this red light, I would be furious right now. I would get out of this car and yell at you, but I'm out of respect for the past. I'm not going to do that.
Speaking of putting you to sleep, let's talk lullabies. Hal, what do you think makes a good lullaby?
I think it sounds good on a tinkly instrument. Like Brahms' lullaby, right? Like that's probably the doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
That works on strings. It works also with like the little tinkly toys that a baby would have. A baby's mobile or mobile, right? You call it a mobile, not a mobile.
Well, I'm from the South, so we called it a mobile.
Called it a mobile. You got that mobile, but the crib.
Yeah.
The ram.
CREAHAYUB. Crib.
Is there a Guinness World Record for the most extra syllables put into a word by a Southerner?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know if anybody has ever done. I know they've done diphthongs. I know they've done triphthongs, but I don't know if they've done a quipthong. A quipthong, I think the only person ever to do that was Cisco. Thong, 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 thong.
That's just the word 4 times. That's not like if he had said tha wow wow wow. That would be.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's it for me. Like calming. Something that's very calming and works in a hushed tone. Like I looked up, I don't know if you did this as well. I'm on the site whattoexpect.com with a list of 20 lullabies.
No.
Some of these are not lullabies. You want one that is not a lullaby?
I'm going to ask you because I'm so curious. Yes, because I think there are songs that I think there's 3 categories here.
Okay.
I think we have classical lullabies, many of which were compiled into a book in 1805.
By the Brothers Grimm. Yep.
As like canon lullabies. Then there's lullabies from pop culture. I'm looking at you, Baby Mine from Dumbo and assorted others.
Oh, Lord, no.
And then there are songs that get used as lullabies that aren't necessarily lullabies, but like they weren't written to be a lullaby, but I think they get used as them. I don't know how many there are. Though we could just throw some of those out there, but none of those are really jumping to the top for me as the best lullaby. But what's one that you're thinking?
When you think of the song, and I'm going to try not to let my voice get too animated because who knows who might be listening to this trying to get some rest. On this list.
Wait, do you think people are using this as ASMR, this lullaby
I think this episode, they might be the lullaby.
Oh, so
what am I to expect? No, you do you, buddy.
Okay, so what is it?
There you go. Now we're balanced out in people's ears. when you think of lullaby, do you think of the song Swing Low, Sweet Chariot?
No, I think of that as a spiritual.
Yes. I can't imagine that there are many people who would sing that as a lullaby. I'm sure everybody's sung something as a lullaby at some point. Another one in here is Row, Row, Row Your Boat, which is a children's song.
Yeah, I don't think all children's songs are lullabies. Around.
Yeah, no.
Agreed.
And then the third one, I will point out, that is a great song that I believe is the first track on Songs of the Key of Life, which is Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder. That is not a lullaby. That is something you put in a bat mitzvah video or a wedding video when you are showing the past of some lady or young lady.
Yeah. Or it's someone in a movie remembering, they're going on the montage of things that they are doing together when they just start dating, or remembering a person fondly with the exact same ice cream cone clip, but it's with that song underneath. That's where I expect that song. Okay, you know what? While we're on this topic then, I'm going to give you another couple of songs that might be considered lullabies. You can tell me whether you'd put them on the list. Again, I don't know if any of these are going to be at the top, but let's start with You Are My Sunshine.
I have that on this list as well. And I don't think that is a lullaby. I think it is something you would sing to a child. It is certainly a song you sing to a child. But when I think of a lullaby, and maybe I'm mistaken as to what a lullaby is, but it is meant to lull a child to sleep. So this is
lull them to
pleasant.
Goodbye for today.
Yes, yeah. Lull them to goodbye for today.
I'm going to lullaby out of you, and I'm going to shake a good morning out of you in the AM.
If you don't behave right now, I'm going to lullaby out of you. You will not say hi for a couple days. Do you understand me? Are we clear?
Yes, Timmy?
Yes, Timmy? Do you get it?
Do you think a successful lullaby ends with the kids saying, bye?
Yes. They all. If you listen, it's very quiet in the background of every recorded lullaby. Even at the end of Billy Joel's lullaby, I think it's on River of Dreams. I think that song is on.
You know what, Hal? It's funny you mention that, because that was going to be the next one I ask you. Good Night, My Angel by Billy Joel.
Yeah. Which is also called Lullaby. Lullaby's in parentheses.
Right? Lullaby, yeah.
Yeah. I just call it Lullaby. I don't call it.
Fair.
Good Night, My Sweetheart. That's what
Good Night, My Angel.
Good Night, My Angel. Because then Good Night, Sweetheart is the lullaby they use in 3 Men and a Baby.
That's true, because it's 3 of them having to do it.
Yeah.
And it's easier to do do-do-de-o-do when you've got multiple guys. It's hard to do it's hard to do a 4-part harmony or 3-part harmony lullaby by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to do a 3-part harmony with Ted Danson, Dom Selleck, and Steve Gutenberg. None of them, I think, are particularly singers.
But that was part of the charm of it, is that they're not very good singers, and they're singing to this baby. All right, I have 2 more that I want to ask you about from this short list.
You wanted to know whether I thought Good Night, My Angel should be on the list.
Oh, yes.
It meets a lot of the criteria of what a lullaby is, but I don't think it's a lullaby. I think it's a sweet song for his daughter. It's like a 1-to-1 lullaby. I don't think it works for everybody.
Man, you've got a strict parameter of what constitutes a lullaby. So strict even that a song called Lullaby does not count as a lullaby.
In parens. That's barely in the title. He wouldn't even call it lullaby, which he should have.
All right. Well, then the last 2 are classic songs from movies that can be quietly sung to a baby that is falling asleep.
For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield.
And Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. As you're tucking in your child. There's something happening here.
Stop. Collaborate and listen.
They both tell you to stop. Both songs say stop.
Yeah. Which do you want? Do you want me to stop? Hey, what's that sound? Or do you want me to stop? Oh, you know what? Do you want me to stop Hammer Time? Do you want me to stop In the Name of Love? But I'll tell you what I won't do is I won't stop Believing.
That's right. I will not stop.
No, we're jumping to movies. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Then these last 2 I'm going to throw at you are from movies. The Rainbow Connection and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The 2 rainbow-themed songs.
No, I think they're both want songs. I don't think they're lullabies.
Yeah. If I put them in a category, I would say, if I had a category to put them in, that's not what I would put them in.
Yes.
I'll tell you this, though. These songs I would put into that category.
Okay.
And these are mostly from musicals. Or actually, these are all from musicals. Okay. But one of them's a couple
Lullaby
from movies.
Broadway.
Oh, you know what? Does Lullaby of Broadway count as a lullaby? It's a big splashy, come on along and listen to the Lullaby of Broadway. I would argue that Lullaby of Broadway is a song about a non-musical lullaby, because what's listed as a lullaby in that song is the Hip Hooray and Ballyhoo, the Lullaby of Broadway.
Rattle of the subway train.
The rumble of the subway trains, the rattle of the taxis, the daffodils that entertain at Angelo's and Maxie's. Like that is... Can those compete with an actual lullaby? Would that put a baby to sleep?
New York as a city is designed to keep you awake.
Yeah.
Whether it's all of those noises or a couple neighbors fighting across their windows in an alley, a drunk guy passing out, but
some
screaming
tourists
somehow
around
the whole
the
time.
valley. Ridiculous. Yeah, that's the lullaby of New York, baby. It's not the rumble of the subway trains. It's that one bead of sweat that goes down the middle of your back when you get on that train in the wintertime and it's 900 degrees and you're wearing a coat. Oof.
I'm already thinking about, because we're going to be in New York in about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting here thinking, would it be possible, because we're going to be in the same general area, to avoid being on the subway that entire time? Not that I dislike the subway. I think it's a great way to get around.
I mean, you can, take, there's city bikes everywhere.
I'm not getting on a city. I might as well just walk in the middle of the road wearing all black in the middle of the night.
Come on. There's city bikes. They're great.
Yeah.
There's city bikes. There's Ubers. There's lots of modes of transportation. Or are you just going to go and park at the theater and be like, no, thank you. I'm not leaving. All modes of transportation are terrible.
I'll take a car there. We'll get a car.
Bougie.
That's what we'll do. We'll get a car.
Right.
We'll split a car. It's less that way.
I didn't say I'd split it. You said you'd get a car. I'll ride
fine.
in the car.
You can pay.
Wait, this is not going well.
If you don't want to
By the way, your
no,
hat is making me hungry for Goo Goo Clusters.
I know.
I love, Hal is wearing a Goo Goo Clusters baseball cap right now from Nashville. I was just there recently and had them while I was there. I was like, I forgot how much I love these Tennessee staples.
They're great.
Anyway, okay, let me jump now. Here are some songs that I believe are modern lullabies, mostly from Broadway tunes, some from Disney. Baby Mine from Dumbo, as mentioned before. You kind of scoffed and rolled your eyes when I mentioned Baby Mine.
I didn't scoff and roll my eyes. It's when I was a child and my mother and I watched Dumbo. When that number came on, she would start bawling.
Aww.
And now, since she's passed, if I watch that scene, I start bawling. So I can't, it won't help me go to sleep. I'm getting emotional now thinking about it. So I can't, I just couldn't.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, man, I'm on your team. 100%.
I mean, that song is at a time when she's separated. Isn't she already in the...
She's on the train, yeah.
She's on the... Oh, my God. I can't. I'm already crying.
Yeah.
I can't... Yeah. It's not a lullaby.
No.
Is she like singing a song for... Well, I'll see you later. I'm about to become a part of a piano. Anyway, let's hold trunks while I sing this to you. Or while this song plays. She's not singing to him. I don't think she's not singing it, right? It's just...
I think it's just, yeah, I don't remember the scene. It's been a few years saw the movie, but it's all the other animals and their parents as well, right? It's mostly the two of them, and then it cuts to the other ones.
Yeah.
And it's tough. Oh man, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to. All right.
This is, we're feeling emotions. It's good.
Yeah, good. And it's an emotional song.
It is.
All right, I'm going to throw a few more at you.
Terrible for sleeping.
Terrible.
What is the next one?
Right before you go to sleep, really quick, what's going to make you feel better going to sleep? This white noise machine, or should I just remind you of something super, super sad?
Let's try each and see which one
of each?
Better.
Same time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's your next Broadway musical. Do you need a minute? You good?
No, go ahead.
For real? Okay.
No, please.
All right. Your next Broadway musical lullaby. This is Good Night, My Someone from The Music Man. It's a beautiful melody. The lyric is beautiful. It's a very lonely lullaby. You're singing to someone who is not there with you that you are trying to put to sleep. It is well, you know what? As I'm saying it, I'm realizing this is another I Want song.
Yeah, this is not just because it has, we also had to just because something has lullaby in the title.
Or Good Night.
or Good Night.
Yeah.
Because then also for Music Man, you could have the Barbershop Quartet singing Good Night Ladies, which
That's
also
true.
is not a lullaby in any
And if we're
way,
going
shape, or
back to
form.
Billy Joel, you can have Billy Joel trying to put Saigon to sleep.
Yeah. Also not a lullaby.
No, not a lullaby. All right. This is another one of those ones that is not really a lullaby. Summertime from Porgy and Bess, just because it's slow.
It's not a lullaby.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to think of like songs. No, I guess I'm trying to think of songs that could be sung to a kid to put them to sleep and not ones that are specifically designed for that.
Almost any song could be sung. Look, the Moonshine Holler theme that Andy Paley wrote would be a great lullaby.
Gather round all you hobos.
Yeah, but also like the woo woo with Annie in the background.
Yeah. And then
like
your baby
that.
would be like, "Did you just call me a hobo?"
Yeah.
I mean, I realize I don't have a job and I'm kind of freeloading off of you. And I did take that windowsill pie.
I do love trains too.
Yeah. You know what I love especially is the rumble of the subway train.
The rattle of the taxi. Nothing relaxes me and just gets my eyelids heavy and droopy like
The daffodils who entertain.
Yeah. Well, it's time for everybody's favorite Broadway lullaby. You gotta have a gimmick if you want to go to sleep. Well, I boom and I snore and I.
Perfect. All right. Now, these, I think, are contenders. I think these are our two big modern contenders for lullabies that can stand up with the ones we'll talk about in a second after the break. But one more, a couple more before we go to the break. And that is from Mary Poppins, the Sherman Brothers classic, the irony-laden lullaby. The lullaby that is written with a beautiful melody, sung to perfection by Julie Andrews, and might be the only one of these that really understands kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because what kids do not want to do is go to bed. It's, okay, you know what? Don't go to bed. Stay awake. Don't rest your head.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Really and good I love the lyric. I love the sentiment. I love the Arthur Lesack prepare and link specificity of the consonants when so gently into the mic, Julie Andrews, just the phrase "don't nod," the way that she gets out that "don't nod," that little right there in the middle of that. It's just everything about that recording of that song is pitch perfect.
Pretty great.
The other one I want to throw out there, I think these are the two modern ones, that and from An American Tale, the evening prayer that the family sings somewhere out there. Just because Linda Ronstadt recorded it as a pop tune doesn't mean it wasn't a bedtime lullaby for this family of mice.
With Peebo Bryson, right? Didn't Peebo Bryson get in on that too?
I feel like every time there was a cartoon that had a pop version, Peebo Bryson was involved.
Peebo getting tons of word. Oh, it was Aaron Neville. That was my other guess.
That was Aaron Neville. Peebo was Beauty and the Beast, and I believe A Whole New World. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
I think out of these, I would take Stay Awake.
I think Somewhere Out There is an I Want song also. Because he sings it when he's separated from his family. It's what connects them to each other. Or it's like a family song. I don't think of it as a lullaby. I wouldn't sing it. If I had a child, I would not sing Somewhere Out There to them as they were going to sleep. Stay Awake, I might.
There are fewer lullabies by these fairly narrow definitions, but we need a narrow definition if we're defining the best lullaby.
Yeah.
So, I think Stay Awake by the Sherman Brothers, from all of the modern ones, is the only one that's going to be able to go up against the three juggernauts. I think there are three juggernauts that we got to talk about when we come back.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about three juggernauts, not four, but three. So get ready.
Yeah.
And one of them is definitely not A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, which is also a want song that has made it on here. This What to Expect, by the way, which is brought to you by Anti-Colic Options Baby Bottle, Anti-Colic More Sleep, Dr. Brown's Natural Flow, shop now. I like to do these ads like I'm running a right-wing radio show. Anti-Colic Options Baby Bottles, brought to you. Anti-Colic More Sleep, Dr. Brown's Natural Flow.com, shop now.
Also
Use
brought to you
code
by
Flaghammer.
Baby Seeds. Baby Seeds.
Want to grow baby?
You got seeds for when the end of the world comes, and it's coming, people. Does your kid have seeds? Is your kid going to eat the seeds you've got? Well, now kids 12 and under can eat off the Baby Seeds menu. It's a lot cheaper.
Also brought to you by MeUndies. Get your MeUndies because they'll put money in anything. Except for We Got This with Mark and Hal. You'll find out when you listen to this break. We'll be right back.
You know what's funny? I never think of MeUndies as being a like shock jock voice. To me, it's very Irish. Oi, MeUndies.
Oh, MeUndies. Yeah.
I'd like
Shiver
you to buy
or
me
pirate.
undies.
Shiver me umbies.
I'd
Shiver
like you to
umbies.
buy me umbies.
I'm wearing Umbros. Remember when Umbros were a really big deal?
Umbros were amazing. Those were the gym shorts of the cool kids when I was little.
Yeah. Never had
Anyway. No, oh, man. Me neither. We'll be right back.
Hello, podcast recommendation service.
Hello there, young man. I'm looking for a new podcast to listen to. Something amusing, perhaps.
Oh, what about Beef and Dairy Network?
Something surreal and satirical.
Well, I would suggest Beef and Dairy Network.
Ideally, it would be a spoof industry podcast for the beef and dairy industries.
Yes, Beef and Dairy Network.
Maybe it would have brilliant guests such as Josie Long, Heather Ann Campbell, Nick Offerman, and the actor Ted Danson.
Beef and Dairy Network.
I don't know. I think I'm going to stick to Joe Rogan.
The Beef and Dairy Network podcast is a multi-award-winning comedy podcast, and you can find it at MaximumFun.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
Most of the plants humans eat are technically grass.
Most of the asphalt we drive on is almost a liquid.
The formula of WD-40 is San Diego's greatest secret.
Zippers were invented by a Swedish immigrant love story.
On the podcast Secretly Incredibly Fascinating, we explore this type of amazing stuff.
Stuff about ordinary topics like cabbage and batteries and socks.
Topics you'd never expect to be the title of the podcast. Secretly Incredibly Fascinating.
Find us by searching for the word secretly in your podcast app.
And at MaximumFun.org.
Okay, we're back.
3 songs left.
What do you think the 3 juggernauts are? Just so we're on the same page.
I think one of them is Brahms' Lullaby,
100%.
which has no words. One of them
incorrect, my friend. Written for voice and piano, I believe.
Oh, Rockabye Baby.
No. That's the second one.
That's the other one. Rockabye Baby is one.
Yeah.
Is the third one? Ooh. Is it Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
When do the stars come out? At night, Hal. Mozart.
But
Mozart is repped on this. Mozart and Brahms and English pub drinkers. We'll get to that.
okay, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Would your main argument for that be that stars come out at night?
No, my main argument for that would be is that has always been considered a lullaby. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is the lullaby version of that melody. The How to Learn the Alphabet is the school version of that melody. I don't know how many versions of that melody or how many versions of lyrics for that melody there are, but Twinkle Twinkle Little Star I think it's in the pantheon of great lullabies. Would you agree?
Yes, I think of it more as a children's song than a lullaby because I feel like it makes me think of singing it in like nursery school, kindergarten. Like you all sing it together, or in your first music class, you might sing that, or you learn to play it on something. So I think of it, I just associate it more with activities than I do with anybody singing it to me as I'm going to sleep. Has anybody ever sung Twinkle Twinkle Little Store?
Little store, twinkle twinkle little store.
How are where you are?
How are where you
still
are?
Go sleep soon.
Above the world, so high. How'd you get so high? Let me look in your drawers. I'm looking in your drawer. Let me look in your drawer, in your bureau. In your bureau. Have you ever had anybody sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to you to put you to sleep? Or have you ever sung it to any of your nieces or nephews to help them go to sleep? I believe I probably have sung it to them to help them go to sleep. Yeah, because I like to try to mix it up. Have you not? I don't remember if I was sung Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because all the bangers from when I was a baby, they like would go in one ear and out the other. No offense, Mom, if you're listening.
I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of it more as a song you join in on because you learn it. And so if you're trying to put a child to sleep by singing it, the child will just join in and start singing and go, all right, what are we doing next? Tooraloo, raloo, ra, tooraloo, raloo. And there's another lullaby. It's an Irish lullaby.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, look, the thing is, if we're getting to the best one, anything can knock any of these out of contention.
Yeah.
But there's only one still standing from all the ones we've talked about, and that's Stay Awake. All right, then let's go with the two juggernauts left. Hal, let's talk about Brahms's Lullaby. Brahms's Lullaby was written with lyrics originally in, I believe, Latin, maybe German, written, I don't know what, somewhere in Europe, some European language.
Lorem ipsum dolor.
Dolor sick. Yeah. But there have been multiple versions of the lyrics to that song. Let me see if you can guess what my favorite version of the lyrics is.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yo, just like my country, I am young, scrappy, and hungry.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to be a graduate of King's College.
All right. Did you ever see the old Tom and Jerry cartoon where this immediately when I thought of the Brahms Lullaby, this version of the lyrics popped into my head, and it's go to sleep, go. This is, by the way, this is Jerry and the big bulldog. I don't remember the big bulldog's name. And Jerry is lulling, probably. Jerry is lulling him to sleep. And then once he is asleep in the middle of the song, poisoning him. And it goes, go to sleep. Go to sleep, close your big bloodshot eyes. You're a dope and you're a lug, and I hope you don't wake up. And it is horrifying. But I think those lyrics are delightful. Second only to the Dean Martin lyrics. Dean Martin, and in case there is any question who Dean Martin is singing this to, there is a very attractive blonde woman in a bed smiling with her eyes closed on the album cover for the single for this. So we know who Dino's singing to. But his version it's like classical. I think this one might actually be the translation, but it's just Dean Martin singing, go to sleep, whatever the lyrics are there.
Yeah.
Does the fact that it doesn't have lyrics that people know, does that open it up to you making up your own, or does that make it tougher for parents trying to put their kids to sleep who just have to be like, I
think there is like a close your eyes, go to sleep. There are words to it, but this song is the theme song to sleep.
Yeah.
It is the shorthand for sleep anywhere and everywhere because of the way it goes. By the way, it is the second best song ever featured on Tom and Jerry. Uncle Pecos doing Froggy went a courtin'. Crambone is the best one. Tarnation busted a string.
How old are you?
Cut off my head and
How
find
old
out.
are we? All right. So your hat's in the ring right now for the Brahms Lullaby.
Yeah, I mean, Rockabye Baby is also very much in that, like, it is another song that is shorthand for sleep.
Yes. Let's think about
Twinkle,
the
Twinkle,
lyrics
Little
to this
Star
song for a minute, Hal.
Is shorthand for toddler or baby.
Yeah, and there are versions of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star that you can get on YouTube, I'm sure, that have like a keyboard preset underneath them playing a beat. So that precludes it from this. We're done with Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I'm moving
it's the Bossa
on.
Nova sampler.
Exactly. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. No, I'm talking about the lyrics to Rockabye Baby in the treetop. When the wind comes, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. Horrifying lyrics, Hal.
Terrible
lyrics. Now, where did this come from? I'm glad you asked. There are lots of different versions.
Did I black out?
You did. There are lots of different versions of the origin story for this. It was first published in 1765, but This is my favorite version of the origin story of this song. Like there's some old, very fake story that's like, oh, this was a real family that made a tree with a crib in the top. And you're like, no, it's not. And then Davy Crockett's sister actually in the 1800s claimed to have written this song. And people believed her because back then there wasn't an internet to go, no, it was actually first published in 1765. The version of this that I love the best. Yeah. And it makes sense, actually. To me, it seems to make the most sense. 1688 in England. It was some revolution, some great revolution. I think this was the Oliver Cromwell revolution, but, or around the time, because that was 1600s. Anyway, it was King James had a son, and the Catholics did not want King James's Protestant son to be the next king of England. So this was a song created ironically about King James II's newborn son. Two different versions of this. One, the idea is these lyrics were just Catholics came up with them in a bar, in taverns, and like the taverns of London, the Catholic taverns of London in that particular War of the Roses era or War of the, Catholics versus the Protestants era. They were particularly rowdy. Another version is that it's about King James's nephew taking the baby through the wind. The first version is the easier version, though. But if you think about it and you listen to Rockabye Baby, that song, much like the American national anthem, can play like a rowdy, drunken tavern anthem. If the king that you don't like has just had a baby, it might make sense to write a song where harm comes to that baby. Then later on, when it was first published in 1765, or no, it was a later edition it was published in that 1805 book of lullabies, they had sort of retconned it at that point to be a tale. Like they even wrote a little blurb in it where they're like, this is like a Icarus tale. Don't be too cocky and don't get too full of yourself or too vain or prideful because you'll fall out of a tree, I guess. So this is the origin of Rockabye Baby. But because it appeared in that 1805 book of lullabies that everyone got, that was whattoexpect.com for that year, I guess. Everybody learned this song and it just became this American lullaby classic. There's something very American about this song to me, even though it's very English. There's something very subversive about this song.
There is another origin to it.
What's that now?
Mentioned, which is that a medieval minstrel got bit on the arm by a radioactive tree with a baby in it. He didn't get any powers, but he did come up with that song.
What if is that what if that's what radioactive spiders do? If all of those superhero moments where they had, gamma rays or a spider or whatever got them instead of powers, if they all just became really great songwriters, could you imagine what the canon would be like now?
I mean, Peter Parker wrote Itsy Bitsy Spider. So I don't know what to tell you.
Did he really?
Yeah, of course. No. Yeah, well, he did it with Davy Crockett's sister. They wrote it together.
I don't believe her, though. Now I don't believe it. I believed it for a second. Now I don't.
Well, Elizabeth Holmes was their A&R person at the label.
Oh, well, all right. Wait, did the guy that wrote A Million Little Pieces get involved with this too somehow?
Yeah.
All right, then I believe it again.
And that one high school recruiter that recruited players to a high school that didn't exist.
Is that a true story?
Yes. Oh, BS High is the name of the documentary.
Oh, I got to see
Also
this.
Not a sponsor of this.
No. Get rid of him. What do we think of Rockabye Baby?
I'm not going to mess with babies falling out of trees or babies being put in trees.
Yeah.
Although, if you go camping, you should put your baby in a tree in case bears come. I know that's something you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely do that. Well, because otherwise, the bears can smell them. They can't smell them if they're up that high.
Yeah.
So you got to get a real high tree. But you got to be careful because the bough could break.
Right. Especially if the bear does that thing where it scratches its back up against.
Oh, that's so cute when bears do that.
Oh, my Lord.
Look for the bare
necessities. The simple bare necessities.
Ethel, how'd you get here? All right. So it's between Brahms's Lullaby and Stay Awake. I would argue Brahms's Lullaby, yes, is the official ubiquitous sound of falling asleep in cartoons. And thanks to that, falling asleep in all of our subconsciouses now. But we're not picking most ubiquitous. We're picking the best. And I think the combination of lyrics and music from the Sherman Brothers for Stay Awake, I would argue, is a perhaps not a superior classical theme, but I would say that as a lullaby, I love the lyric to that song. The irony in the lyric, plus the beautiful melody. It's hard for me to imagine that not as the best. What do you think?
You're a Disney.
And I'm a Disney aficionado.
Cast member, aficionado, adult. Yeah. And I love that song too. I'm a huge Mary Poppins fan. There's a reason why Brahms' Lullaby is ubiquitous. I don't think that's by chance or because they had a good publicist. I think it's because it is the music of sleep and sleeping. Whether you're trying to get a toddler to go to sleep or you're trying to poison a dog, there are lyrics for every occasion.
Or you're trying to get groovy with that blonde.
Or if you're trying to get groovy with that blonde. Songs for Women Who Are Not My Wife. Now out from Dean Martin.
Songs for babies, but not babies' babies, like babies' babies.
Songs for Every Child But My Son by Bing Crosby.
Oh. Songs for My Son by Survivor. I love the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
Oh.
Terrible. You know what?
What?
Yeah. I think I think Stay Awake is a better song because of the lyrics, and then I went, Brahms's Lullaby was like, a lot of these songs that we've talked about have been masters creating a song that then gets later used as a lullaby. This is a master saying up front, this is a lullaby.
Isn't the name of the song Lullaby?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, Brahms' Lullaby.
Brahms calling the piece Lullaby.
Yes.
Billy Joel did it and wrote a song that wasn't a lullaby. Brahms did it and wrote a song that turned out not only to be a lullaby, but to be the lullaby.
Yeah. People of the world. He put it in the title. You probably knew that coming into this, but I hope you enjoyed all the conversation from angry whispering to Ethel Merman all the way to radioactive trees. We brought you everything in this episode, including the best lullaby, which is Lullaby by Johann Wilhelm Kevorkian Brahms. Asked and answered. I think they could be related.
Oh, man. I thought I would just learn something cool.
Sorry, Crockett.
No. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Go to sleep. This topic is closed, but This topic is closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com or
find us on the social media. We Got This Podcast, with the exception of Instagram, where we are at We Got This Show. Also, you can go to our Facebook group, but also Discord is the place to be. That's bit.ly/WGT Discord. Also, our YouTube channel is a great place to subscribe. We just recorded a whole episode that will only ever live on YouTube. And that's just some of the exclusive content available there. So look up We Got This Podcast on YouTube. You can also listen to our entire catalog, back episodes there. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, for whom and with whom we create this show. We wouldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without you. We want to all crawl into one big cuddle puddle with you and take a great big nap after a lullaby right now. To you we say thank you, thank you, thank you for how Lublin I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody.
We got this!
We got this!
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows
supported
directly
by you.